Good morning. It's Friday, the 11th of December. We are almost halfway through Vlogmas. I can't believe that. It's gone so fast. Joshua has just gone to school. It's about 20 to 10. He has had his trumpet lesson via Microsoft Teams this morning, so they're not allowed to play their instruments at school, so the lessons are at home. So that sounded like it went quite well. So he's just gone off now. I am packing up some more orders and going to go to the post office, drop them off. Then I need to pop to a couple of shops this morning. I need to go and get some cat food and cat biscuits. I'm going to go to B&M for that, which is right next door to Aldi, so I'll go to Aldi as well and grab a few bits and pieces there. And then home, and I am going to prepare some fabric for sewing. Joshua will be coming home for his lunch. He comes home on a Friday for his lunch, so I'll probably just get back from the shops and it will nearly be lunchtime, so I'll get lunch ready for us both and then have an afternoon filled with work and hopefully pop on some Vlogmases and catch up on a few myself. Thought you might like to see in a bit more detail some of the houseplants that I've got. It's only in the past couple of years that I've started to enjoy houseplants. Normally I struggle to keep them alive, but since having some succulents I've found them a little bit easier to care for. So this is a pilea. It's not a succulent, I don't think. And my friend Jules sent me this in the post as a little cutting. So it seems to be quite happy now. It's moved into its new home. This is a leaf that fell off, or I cut it off one of my other plants, so I've been trying to get it to grow. It has rooted, so it's just a bit slow going, that one. And this is another cutting that I took, which took forever to grow, but it's starting to grow, so I'm happy. And this is, I don't know what the proper name is, but I know it's from an ogre ear succulent, and you can see the little bits look just like Shrek's ears. So this long one was the bit that I cut off the parent plant, and I just sat it on the soil to root, and it's rooted below and it's growing new, what do you call them? They're not leaves, I don't know what you call them on a succulent, but it's growing new bits above ground as well. This is just a little piece I found on the beach. It's actually the bottom of a wine bottle, I think. If you turn it up the other way, you can imagine that's the dimple in the bottom. I just thought it'd be really cute with a little plant in it. Christmas in my heart, but this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the Sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart, and I can promise Santa's come. This is a string of hearts plant. This was another cutting that was sent to me. This one came from Gaina, who I'm sure you all know as Tales from Cuckoo Land. So this one went really long, and Gaina said if you pile it back onto the soil it will root and begin to grow again, which it has done. Got a new little shoot there. And these ones haven't gotten, these are literally half the length of this one, so I'm not quite sure why they haven't grown so well or what is happening there, but they look healthy, they look happy, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. The light in my sewing room is probably the room with the best light in the house, so they are really happy sitting here. They're not right at the window, but they're getting some good light, so it's obviously a really good spot for those. This is from a little, this is a baby that I propagated from my, I don't know if it's a Christmas cactus or an Easter cactus. I have got both. But I have just enjoyed watching this one grow and grow and grow. So it just starts off as literally one little node at the bottom, and it's grown and grown and grown, and I feel quite protective over this. I feel like it's my baby. It's growing really well. Maybe needs a bigger pot soon. I'm not sure whether they like to be pot bound or not, but yeah, every time I see a new little bud coming off the end, I get really excited. I need to get a life, I know. I got these little toadstools ages ago from Tiger, and I just thought they'd be cute popped into the pots. This is my Christmas cactus, and I know it's a Christmas cactus because it's flowering at Christmas. I have seen on Facebook recently though that you get Thanksgiving cactuses, cacti, and I know that you also get an Easter one, and I'm sure one of mine is an Easter one as well. I think I've got about 3 in the one pot there, so every now and then one of them flowers, which is quite nice, and yeah, I never know which one is which. So these ones are where all my plant babies came from. I've got quite a few of these now, so here's another one. That one has just grown so many little extra bits. It's gone quite wild, that one. I've got one in some water just now, so if you have a plant you can just carefully take off one of the leaves and pop it in some water and it'll root, so that's ready to go into some soil now. These are some other plant babies that Jules sent to me. I am just letting them root a bit more before I plant them. This is a pelargonium. A lot of people call these geraniums. They're often labelled in garden centres and supermarkets wrongly as geraniums, but they will overwinter quite happily indoors, and if you've got a conservatory then bring in your outdoor ones and they'll live quite happily and they'll continue to flower. So I propagated these from one of the plants I had in the garden. I think I chose the one with the colour of flowers that I liked best. I can't remember which one it is now. White and pink I think they may be. And that's another one, doing well. And then that is one I've had for a couple of years now, and it's got some buds on the top. I don't know whether they will flower at this time of year or not, and they might. There's a whole little pot of propagated babies from the ogre ear cactus. Succulent, I mean, not cactus. And that is another one of the cactus ones that I've potted up. It's kind of addictive. That's another little one that I got sent to me, and I'm just letting it get a bit stronger before I plant it out. That one was a really teeny cutting, but I don't like to throw anything away. I give everything a little chance, and it's growing fine. And another one of the cactus. And look at this, this has just popped up. I haven't seen that yet. Cherie sent me a couple of corms for some oxalis. So there's 2 in here, but this one, I saw it popping up the other day, and now it's opened. Oh, how sweet. I'm going to look forward to checking. With the oxalis, the leaves open up during the day and they close up at night, so I'm going to look forward to watching this one grow. And then in here I've got a little pot filled with some more. I've got another string of hearts here, and some of this one, which I can't remember what it's called. It looks I'm not sure if it's the same as that one. No, it's different, I think. Anyway, I really like it. It's really pretty. So hopefully when they get a bit bigger, they'll be nice trailing plants as well. I like that. That's got the pink stem. It's really pretty. And then this is one of the ones that I think I must have taken the leaf from, that's up in the sewing room. I have no idea whether this is happy or not. It hasn't died, so I'm going to take that as a win. This is an older plant of the ogre ear succulent. You can see exactly why it's called ogre's ears, complete with a little flag from Joshua there. I don't think that that's got a name on it, does it? No, it doesn't really tell you anything. So this one just came from Aldi, I think. I did have plants before, but somehow managed to kill them, so I'm being really careful with this one, and I'm just not even going to move it. I'm not going to put it on, I'm just watering it every now and then, and hopefully it won't die. I've got another little string of pearls here which I just planted up in this broken teacup. It's growing, but it's growing at a very strange angle, obviously, to get to the window, and it doesn't seem, I don't think this is as happy as the one in the sewing room, but again, it's not dying, so it might be okay. I don't really know. The front of the house faces north, so we don't get a lot of light in some of the rooms. Here's another of the cactuses, cacti. Seems quite happy here, it's grown a lot. I was reading just last night that it's a good idea to move these ones somewhere a little darker, and that way they realise, if it's a winter one, if it's a winter flowering one, then they realise it's winter and they may be more inclined to flower. So I'm going to see what happens with that one. The leaves are quite a distinctive shape, so I'm not quite sure whether that means it's a winter flowering one or an Easter one. But it looks very healthy, I can tell that. It looks a healthy one, so I'm quite happy with that. I moved these other string of pearls onto the bookshelf, which is at the window. This one, however, has died. This one, it's not looking brilliant. It's doing that weird thing again, reaching for the light. So yeah, it doesn't look healthy. If anybody's got any knowledge about these, let me know. I mean, it's not dark here at the window, so I don't know why it's not thriving. And I've got another of the cactuses here, and another propagated one here. I do seem to be becoming a little obsessed. Sometimes the leaves do fall off, so if they fall off, I've just been popping them into water and letting them grow into new ones. And now have lots of little plant babies. This is one of the things that I bought when I went into the Love Restored shop in Falkland yesterday. So it's a hanging plant pot, which I thought would look really nice with my trailing plants in it, like the string of pearl, the string of hearts that I've got, and maybe the other one that's on my kitchen windowsill that's going to trail. I've wanted these for ages. So what I'm thinking is to utilise that great light in the sewing room and have one hanging up in the sewing room somewhere. So yeah, this is by Sass and Bell. You can find these in quite a lot of gift shops or online. And then I walked around the shop and saw this one and thought, oh yes, I love that one. So I treated myself to that one as well. Not quite sure where the light's going to be good enough for it, but I will figure it out. That's going to look so nice with some greenery trailing down it. Really love those.